She's a building coach to all of our language arts staff. She takes time out of her day, some of it scheduled, some of it not, to go help our new teachers and teachers that just need a little more assistance in the classroom. She's instrumental in everything that happens in the school district when it comes to language arts, and especially a key player in all of the ever so changing programs, instructional, technology, everything that changes. She's a key role player in all of that. So we appreciate everything that you do for our building and for the district. And we thank you for your dedication to Aldrich and the district. We wouldn't be where we are today without you. So, and Suzette was nominated not just by us administrators, but by the staff in the building. So you can see that's a huge compliment to her.
Good afternoon, and thank you. I'm shorty. Sorry, the tall one. Good afternoon, and thank you. I'm honored to stand before the Rotary and the Beloit community as Aldrich Middle School's Teacher of the Month. I would like to take a moment to thank the nominating administration of Mark Scullin, Jillian Block, Peter Apple, Christine Schultz, and the staff of Aldrich Middle School. Being nominated is an honor in its own right, but to be accepted and chosen to represent a school filled with such talent is extremely humbling. I appreciate the Rotary Club of Beloit for its long history and commitment to honor and promote education by taking time each month to recognize an educator. Your appreciation and value of education in the Beloit community is to be applauded. Middle school is often considered the Bermuda Triangle of K-12 education. I admit, middle school was not on my initial list of first choice or ideal positions. As a new graduate, I clearly envisioned working with younger students who would think school and their teachers were wonderful, and didn't think I'd fathom I would ever touch middle school with that proverbial 10-foot pole. Yet, like many middle school teachers, I landed there by happenstance. When I tell people I teach middle school, the response usually ranges from expressions of horror, as if to say, "Are you crazy?" to a prostrate assertion of, "I'm not worthy." Clearly, the emphasis of these thoughts is on the challenges rather than the rewards. The challenges are real. Those who are successful must learn how to squelch a brewing conflict before the first punch is thrown, how to coax students crippled by low self-esteem into raising their hands, and how to determine whether an inappropriate question merits serious discussion or feigned deafness. I've once heard teaching middle school is like coffee. At first you try to get it down, then you get used to it, then it's all you order. There can be great satisfaction in trying to figure out how to reach young adolescents. Each year of teaching typically brings anywhere from 80 to 120 students across the middle school teacher's path. Over the span of one's career, that is significant in its potential for influence. Yet the chance to have a greater impact has presented itself as I pursued opportunities as an instructional leader. Through the collaborative work of committed teachers in professional learning communities and delivery of quality professional development and training, teachers are equipped with data-driven best practices to facilitate student achievement across classrooms. In this role, the scope of my capacity to have an impact is multiplied, reaching far beyond the individual students with whom I have daily contact. No one gets good at what they do without help, and there have been many who have provided support, encouragement, and opportunities for personal and professional growth. First, my parents, who demonstrated a clear value of education, resulting in my success in being a first-generation college graduate. To the late George Kuhulak, who offered me my first teaching position. Together with my colleagues and administrators who have supported my efforts to try new things, granting license to risk failure, and the subsequent encouragement to pick up, brush off, and start anew. I especially thank my principal, Mark Scullin, for not only supporting me as a teacher, but also granting me the privilege of serving as an instructional leader. I cannot fail to mention my husband and 3 children for tirelessly supporting me year after year, remaining willing to dub me Wife and Mother of the Year, Despite long hours at school and evenings and summers spent deeply entrenched in the captivating work that is my passion. I began my employment as a substitute teacher together with a part-time position in the district's Even Start program. This was followed by 2 one-year-only positions before being hired full-time as a middle school educator at Aldrich Middle School in 1995. This week, I will, by God's grace, begin my 22nd year of service to the school district of Beloit, serving alongside a highly competent staff with a common vision. It is with great anticipation that I consider the start of yet another school year and reflect on the words of Robert John Meehan, an educator turned poet whose career spanned over 4 decades. As teachers, we should be the waves that drift around, lift and propel our students out to new places beyond the security of each student's own presumed harbor. May these words inspire us all. Thank you.